What's going on, y'all? It's your boy PatrickBlackwood. Today's a little bit something different that I don't really do as much, but everything's gonna be in the description box, and we're gonna get right to it. You feel me? So I want to be honest. I want to be clear. I want to be vulnerable, and I just think it just need to be said for me. You know, it's crazy. It's really crazy. It's been a long ride since I've been here in this journey, and I'm very grateful, and I'm sitting in my gratitude of who I am as a person, and I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here in my bottom of my heart if it wasn't for my ex, Nina Unrated. She been the utmost supportive person in my life, and I mean that because I've been in my own. It's the thing is that us as human beings and as a man and a woman, and when you're not have the right structure in your own household, and you have a lot of trauma and having daddy issues and having abandoned issues, things like that, you won't see anything clearly when somebody's giving you an advice. I'm a point example for that, you know? And I was going through a lot, a lot, going through not having confidence, not having my own smile, wanting to smile. I didn't think I was beautiful enough. But having Nina there on my side and always pushing me and always speaking high value of positivity in my life, I never seen it, you know? And I was going through a lot, real talk, I was going through a lot. And it hurts to say that the time being when she was pushing me and trying to get me to be great and trying to make me see the other side, I've lied so much times to her because it's just part of me just not understanding myself, me did not liking my reality, me making false narrative of who I am as a person, as a man. I didn't know how to take criticism well, as a man too as well. I was just lacking a lot of things, but Nina never quit, never stopped. She always been there for me. And I'm gonna tell you this time being, I'm gonna just tell you how important and how valuable a friend is with a great support system. This lady never know me, don't even know nothing about me. She the one who first launched me as a model. I'm the one who came up to her when I was working as a personal trainer, and I was like, yo, and this is the time being I quit football. I didn't, emotionally, spiritually, physically, I felt like when I messed up my ankle, I couldn't do it. I turned away and started doing modeling. So I asked her, yo, can you help me be a model? Without no hesitation, this lady helped me. She helped me with my modeling pictures from the age of 27, for me landing a gig with a music video with Spice. And I still wasn't right. I wasn't even right to be developed yet as a man. Like I didn't have no confidence when I was in that music video. I was still in shell shock. I couldn't believe it. You get what I mean? It's just a grace of the universe to put me in the right position, and having somebody that's a mentor just like her to actually bring that peace of mind and bring that positivity and push me and have her expertise or her eye to deliver certain things on Instagram. Even she told me to clean up my Instagram, you know? And it was hard. It was hard. It was very hard. It was so freaking hard to the point that I said, man, if I delete all these following off of my Instagram, I will worry about what other people will think. I remember when I started doing that. I remember when people started to think like, yo, who do you think you are? You just gonna go ahead and delete me off of Instagram, stop following me? But I wanted to do my career. And it took me, you know how long Nina told me to get on YouTube? I'm gonna be real with you. About 8 years. 8 years in my life. I just didn't know what to do. You know, I was so unaware of my own being, and it sucked. It sucked. I took a chance. I really took a chance. And I finally said, you know what, this is it. And it finally sank in within, I would say 3-4 years in, when I wanted to delete all the following off of my Instagram. And I was like, yo, I want to do this, but I was still unaware. But this woman been at every, like almost if she had a chance, she was there at training when I was with Patrick Peterson on the beach, 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, filming me, getting pictures for Instagram, there with my tryouts with the Cleveland Browns. She was there. She took videos for me. So I know what type of person she is. And I took advantage of that. I lied. I was so unaware. I had resentment when she was helping me. I had jealousy because I wanted something so bad that I know I should have been in that position. You get what I mean? And it took a lot out of me. I lost my job at Comcast at August 2020. I lied to her when me and her were just talking. And I told her I was going to work. I never went to work. And I was trying to figure out ways to actually make money. And once she figured that out, that one time, me and her got in a conversation, she cussed me out. Real talk. At the time being, I was traveling with my friends, and we went to go see her. And I found out my homie told her that I didn't have a job. And she confronted me about that. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm starting to see where loyalty is with my homie from Nina. Nina still helped me at the same time. You get what I mean? And that just shows about my character as a person when you're not aware. And I wasn't aware at all. I took the risk, moved to Atlanta. Actually, I didn't really move to Atlanta. I stayed there for 3 months at one point. In the beginning, she was showing me how to do the YouTube. I was creating commercials as a trailer. And she was there, same time, every morning, going to training. Every morning, she would shoot everything for me and everything. But in those 3 months, my family was tripping on me. They would say, what are you doing? You should be getting a job. Why you quit your job? Why you got fired? Why you didn't tell me you got fired? I was feeling down. I lied because I didn't like my reality. I lied because I didn't want to be the person that was living that same lifestyle. I was supposed to be a football player that playing in the NFL, doing what I gotta do for myself, and that was my dream. And it's hard to say, it crushed my heart. There's a lot of politics when it comes down to things like that, with an organization like that. I've done countless of showcases, been blackballed, and I didn't know how to handle my emotions. So she continued to show me how to do the YouTube, how to shoot and everything. Back December, I was on my own. Actually, I lied. Yes, I went back and on my own. And then I got into that collaboration with Dexter McCluster. And guess who was there with me? It was Nina. She shot it for me and everything. And next day she told me, yo, you on your own. Go ahead and edit your video. It took me, I went by myself. I went back to Florida. And this is a time being when I was at my grandmother's house and I was living there. And I don't like it, by the way. Let me just be real with you guys. Like, I never fucking liked that place. And that's one of the reasons why I couldn't even be uncomfortable. This is the reason why I had to lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was very uncomfortable of where I was living. Back to the story though. She was telling me like, yo, you need to edit this video for yourself. And I remember, like, I was struggling to edit a video. I know a little bit of how to shoot, but I was struggling how to edit a video. It took me 8 hours that day. And she did that shit in like an hour. Like, bing, 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 bing. And she's like, damn, what took you so long? And I showed her mine, and she was like, you need to do better. She always supported me and always be hard at me same time because she knows my potential. She knows what type of person I am. She knows I'm a hard worker, but I need to do extra more. You get what I mean? So I instilled that in myself because of her. I reached my potential because of her. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here right now. And the time being that I went back to Atlanta, and she's like, yo, I cannot help you when you're in Florida. You had to move up to Atlanta. So I moved up to Atlanta. And of course I was supporting her, but I still felt the resentment. I still felt jealousy because I knew she wanted to help me. She said she was gonna help me, and she was out, I believe it was Texas or Houston, and she was doing her thing, and I felt some type of way. I was in a new city. I was away from my friends. I was away from the facility that I always used to know when I have all the athletes there. And I just felt out of place, which is normal. We're human beings. The time being when I got back, I gave her a stinking ass attitude, bro. Like, I'm not even gonna front. I'm gonna be real with myself and own up to that accountability. And she chewed me the fuck out. She chewed me the fuck out. That day when I worked out with U48 that day, I didn't want to work out. I'm gonna be real with you. I didn't want to work out. She chewed me out that day, but I totally started to not understand what was going on. And I continued to lie, and continued to lie, man. And it kind of fucked up our relationship at one point, you know what I'm saying? So, because I wasn't being honest with myself, and I wasn't being honest with her, but truly not honest with myself. And that was the reason why I couldn't be vulnerable, and I couldn't understand my emotions, because I was lying. I was lying all the time. Man, if it wasn't for her, real talk, of her lessons, and now because I'm recalling everything right now as we speak, we're talking right now, if it wasn't for her lessons and the things that I'm going with in this country with the football team and everything else, I had to show so much gratitude, so much love to her, because if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here. If it wasn't for her for opening all these doors with King Sid, with Ari, with Kiana J, with King Imprint, there's so much, Bentley, Avery B, there's so much things I could say about this woman, but man, I truly really appreciate everything she done for me. And that's coming from the bottom of my heart, because I wouldn't be in this position. I wouldn't be here playing football, doing what I love to do in Czech Republic. And I just want to let her know that all the lessons that she taught me now, and that I'm understanding. I am sharing my gratitude to her. I'm sharing my love to her, and she's the real deal, man. Like, honestly, I can't even fathom of on my wildest dreams of doing something. This is abnormal. I'm gonna say this is abnormal because nobody in their right mind would be chasing their dream and doing something out of the country if it wasn't for a person like her to be backboning me and supporting me, pushing me, not just funding me, but she did that. She helped me with my teeth. She helped me with my LASIK. She helped me with a lot of things. But actually pushing me and give me the knowledge that I need to know how to maneuver with social dynamics and be uncomfortable being comfortable, and pushing me to be the best version of myself. And the time being when I came here, I wasn't doing that in the beginning. I'm gonna be real with you. I wasn't doing that in the beginning. Guess who had to tell me to count the fuck up? It was her. I took the ownership, I take the accountability. I hurted her, and it sucked. Because when you hurt somebody that you care about, that always had your back, and you're not aware of these things, it's just like you don't understand what you have when it's gone. And I had to take the time out within these 90 something days or 100 something days that I'm here now. I'm gonna say 90 something days because it's been within the 3 months. I'm here for 3 months now. It took me a while to understand that, to understand my being, giving back self-love to myself, building my confidence in myself, caring for myself. Obviously, you see my skin, right? You see my teeth, right? So, romancing myself, being very sensual with myself. I had to really just get that out of my mind. But I was doing all these things, and I can just go ahead and say, yeah, I'm vulnerable with myself, and I can go ahead and share this with you guys because this is a tough thing to do as a human being. But once you do that, and once you actually put the work in within yourself, you can be very comfortable. And this is why I'm comfortable with my own skin. I've been through a lot. I went through a lot. You know what I mean? But I had a solid person that had my back, and it was Nina Unrated. And that is the truth about Nina Unrated. And I want to let her know that I really appreciate everything she's done for me. She's a very hardworking person, and her soul, her spirit, and her energy brought me here, and her confidence brought me here. If it wasn't for her, I wasn't confident in myself until now. And I can say that with a smile on my face. And I just gotta say thank you. Thank you for being there for me. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your teaching. Thank you for being the person who you are. And thank you for touching many people in their lives. And I know you're going through a lot, but just know I got your back. Love.